Thank you so much for watching Landumc Goes There. Please subscribe and hit the like button and the bell notification button. Masquerade is a 1988 romantic mystery thriller film that was directed by Bob Swain. It starred Rob Lowe, Meg Tilly, Kim Cattrall, and Doug Savant. The screenplay was written by Dick Wolf, with the project going on to be nominated for the Edgar Allan Poe Award for Best Mystery Motion Picture in 1989. The storyline follows young heiress Olivia Lawrence as she seems to have everything: good breeding, a $200 million fortune, but behind that serene facade of her East Hampton seaside estate, there's something missing. That's passion. Enter Timothy Whalen, the young sailing instructor and playboy who isn't ashamed of sleeping with his boss's insatiable wife or social climbing just for sport. And when he sets his sights on Olivia, she falls under the spell of this handsome stranger, unaware that he has his eye on more than just her beauty, and his mind on something completely unimaginable. When the two run into a serious problem, the local policeman, who happens to be a childhood friend of Olivia's, seems to be turning a blind eye to incriminating evidence that he knows about. The movie's original title was called Dying for Love, but the studio was really concerned that the public would associate that title with the then rampant and upstart of AIDS, so they insisted on it being changed. There's also filming that was done for a television version that has extra footage in it that had been cropped out of the theatrical release. First, there's a much longer conversation between Tim Whalen, Rob Lowe's character, and Brooke Morrison, Kim Cattrall's character, as they're in bed together and they discuss the numerous affairs that she has had with other men. Secondly, Olivia Lawrence, which is Meg Tilly's character, discusses with Tim about their past summer before they met. This scene is in her Manhattan apartment, either before or after Olivia's meeting with her attorneys. And lastly, Olivia approaches Tim, overlooking the window, and starts to kiss him passionately. The movie is set in the Hamptons, except for the New York set scenes, and the project was filmed entirely in Long Island, where it was actually located. The American-born director Bob Swain was hired to direct this film after having successfully directed the critically acclaimed French thriller La Balance from 1982. It's said that the plot of the film was chasing the noir classics of the 40s and basically played direct homage to the 1941 film Suspicion. The make and the model of the sports car that was gifted from Meg Tilly's character to Rob Lowe's character was a red 308 Ferrari, which ends up playing a crucial role in the plot of the film. This movie was pre-Sex and the City, which came out in 1998, the HBO successful series that starred actress Kim Cattrall. She's seen topless in this film for an extreme amount of time, having an affair with Rob Lowe's character. That screen persona that she shows in this film is said to have contributed to her being cast in that HBO series, Sex and the City. And when you watch her characters both in this movie and in the series, they seem almost identical. In one of the film's main posters, it features a text blurb that reads, "An heiress, a hustle, a setup, a murder, masquerade. It's not a game anymore." The name of the two yachts in the boat race at the start of the film were Cannonball and Obsession. The latter was the name of the vessel that Rob Lowe's character captained. The name of the sloop that heiress Olivia Lawrence, played by Meg Tilly, owns was called Masquerade, which gives the title of the film a two-toned meaning, which refers to a false show or pretense that represents unclear hidden motives, and Masquerade also being the name of the boat owned by Olivia. The project was scored by John Barry, who had previously scored another 1980 film noir called Body Heat from 1981. In the finale of this film, a boat is blown up. In similar fashion, in Body Heat, the climax has a boathouse exploding. It's said that Rob Lowe really pushed the producers to hire his then-girlfriend Melissa Gilbert for the lead role, but she wasn't cast. As you'll remember, Melissa Gilbert was the lead character in Little House on the Prairie, playing Laura Ingalls. This is one of at least 6 1980 movies which featured eroticism in relation to the actress Meg Tilly. These pictures included Impulse from 1984, which featured posters sold on a love scene with Tilly. Then there was Psycho 2 from 1983, which positioned Tilly nude in a Bates Mansion shower and exiting it completely unclothed. Then there was The Big Chill from '83, where Tilly performed erotic exercises. Then there was Valmont from 1989, which was a version of the 1782 French seduction games novel, Dangerous Liaisons. There was also The Girl in a Swing from 1988, which featured passion in its tagline and featured Tilly predominantly unclothed on a movie poster, declaring it the year's most erotic mystery. Moreover, Tilly played a lady of the night in Some Like It Hot-Wired from 1982, which was an episode of Hill Street Blues. Now, when Meg Tilly was asked about the torrid love scene with Rob Lowe, she stated that she had nothing against nudity if it serves a purpose other than bringing in a few dollars. But she states that she had never done a love scene before, and she found this one extremely hard to do. She said that you naturally feel sensitive about the way you are and behave in bed, especially with somebody completely strange. But then what makes it 10 times worse is you have someone strange watching you do all this and correcting you, like the director did. And he did quite a bit of directing off camera, which led to the scenes that were already uncomfortable being made that much more. And to add an even more spicy element to all this, during 1988, Rob Lowe got involved in an exposed sex tape controversy, which he says positively changed his life's trajectory completely. He states that after that tape release, that's one of the reasons that he got sober and woke up and said, "What am I doing with my life?" Go back and take a look at this film. You might enjoy it. It's got quite a few twists and turns throughout it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll continue to chase the classics.